The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangwu.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Vikings!
T.J. Hockenson, 70 yards. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Samuel.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
K.J. Osborne.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Ryan Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Purdy. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Handoff right side to Wanger.
That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Second and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He's got a man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception.
interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Pulled in at the 24.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Cousins to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Blitz coming down. Attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zones.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Joseph's got it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Purdy, big 4th down play. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Vikings 27, 49ers 21. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Purdy. This is Jennings.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Cousins.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's 1st down.
Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so.